Hi everyone, and welcome to week 3 of distance learning. I want to give you a rundown of what your assignments are this week. So when you do the check-in at the beginning, go ahead, go to my class website, click on the week 3 distance learning Google slide, and then go ahead and do the check-in. I changed it from the first week, so make sure to put your last name and then your first name, just so that when I go ahead and put them in order of alphabetical names for attendance and things like that, I don't have to look at first names and last names. So just make sure to put your last name first, comma, first name, and that'll help me out a lot. So we're gonna do a mouse lab, and there's 2 ways that you can do it. So if you want, under the hands-on lab section on the Google slide, you can print the alleles, so capital W's and lowercase w's. And if you've done genetics before, you'll kind of know if it's a capital, that's going to be the dominant trait, and if you have 2 lowercases, that's going to be a recessive trait. I have a key on the worksheet, so if you want to go ahead and have the paper and then cut out the W's, you have the allele cards, and then you have event cards to see if the mouse dies, if the mouse survives based on the environment. And again, there's a key on the worksheet so you can see does the mouse survive in each environment. If you don't want to go ahead and cut out all the cards, I have a video that I filmed a year or 2 ago, and it is the same lab, and I have all the cutouts. And I give you data. So if you don't want to go ahead and painstakingly do the whole thing, then you can go ahead and watch the video and then pause it where it has that data table, and then you can write down all of the data so that you can still answer the questions. The whole activity is trying to find out 3 generations of mice. So you're going to be in the white sandy desert first, and you go through 3 generations and see what the mice color kind of fur turns out after 3 generations. Then go ahead and do the same activity all over again, but now you're on a dark sandy floor, and do 3 generations as well. So that's the activity portion. Data table, obviously you write down all of your results in the data table. There are follow-up questions, and then there are analysis questions. So that worksheet is going to be due on May 1st, and that's going to be due in Google Classroom. Now remember, you have until 11:59 on that Friday to turn it in. If you want to go ahead and turn it in late, or somehow that happens, I'll still accept it. You'll just get a 50%. When you're done with the lab, do the weekly checkout, and same thing, make sure that you have your last name first and then your first name, just so I can know how you got along with the lesson and all of that. I have a new trivia questions for this week, and I have a screenshot of last week's trivia, so I'll go ahead and put it up on the screen so you can see the top 3 winners of last week's trivia. And then I have the sleep study that I kind of posted 2 weeks ago. So if you are doing the sleep study and you want to do that optional activity, this is week 2. So if you have been recording the time that you wake up, this is going to be week 2 for the optional sleep study. And I put it as due as May 1st, just so that I had a due date. So anyways, this is the end of week 2 if you started it the day that I posted it. If you have any questions, as always, you can text me on Remind, email me, or ask if you want to ask a question on Zoom.